Hey guys, welcome back. So it is that time of the month again. It is time for me to talk about my monthly beauty favorites. I always get so sad whenever October is over with just because I know that fall is getting closer to being over with, and I just love this time of the year. I also love November and December because of the holidays. I have a whole lot of makeup products to share with you guys as usual, and I'm going to share with you guys new favorites, old favorites, favorites that I've just loved for months and months. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna work backwards today and talk about the things that I would talk about at the end. Salem just got in my lap. Do you wanna say hi? I feel like I have a cat hair in my lips. My lipstick. Do you wanna say hi, Mr. Salem? Can you hear him snorting? Why are you snorty? This was my big favorite of the month. He's getting so huge. Are you? Okay. You gonna lay down? So I don't know how I'm gonna do this with him on my lap, but just lay there, Salem. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna start out backwards. So these lip products right here from Maybelline, this is the Superstay Matte Ink. And I heard Cass Makeup, she recommended these in her favorites video, I think in her September. I think she recommended these in her September beauty favorites. But after she talked about them, I wanted to go out and get them because I've actually been into matte liquid lipsticks. But what I like to do is I like to top them with a lip gloss. And I like how long wearing they are, even with a lip gloss on top. So I picked up these 3 shades. And this first color is in Seductress. And this is a really pretty, like, pinky nude. This other shade I got was Ruler, and I've really been enjoying this. This is a really pretty rosy, like rosy pink. And then this last one, which I have been on the hunt to find a good, like, liquid lipstick that's this wine color, but this is in Voyager. And it is a beautiful wine, like wine berry. So pretty. It is a thicker formula, but it is super long wearing, and I don't find it to feel super drying on the lips. Like, I would say after I've had it on my lips for like 6 or 7 hours, then it starts to feel drying, and then I need to put like a gloss over top of it. And then sometimes I'll just wear a gloss over it just right away, like after it dries. Whenever it dries down, it has like a slight kind of like tackiness, but I don't know, I've really been enjoying this, and I was super surprised at how much I really liked these. Some other lipsticks that I have been enjoying, I've been getting back into my Kat Von D Everlasting liquid lipstick in Bow and Arrow. This is just the perfect brown nude for fall, like darker brown nude. There's so many other liquid lipstick formulas out there now that this isn't like the most long wearing formula ever, and it's not like the most comfortable formula, but I still really enjoy this shade. And a lot of times I would just top it with this Essence Shine 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 Wet Lip Gloss in number 5, and these 2 colors paired together are perfect. So if you've been looking for a gloss for this Kat Von D Bow and Arrow, this is your gloss. Like, it matches so good. And then another Kat Von D liquid lipstick color that I've been loving is this color in Plath. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's the shade that I have on my lips today. And I have a lip gloss on top of this, and it's my Sexy Mother Pucker, or Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Pucker in Bare Enough. You guys know how much I love this lip gloss over top of liquid lipsticks. So those are my favorite like liquid lipsticks of the month. And then for just like regular lipsticks, the Urban Decay Cherry. This color is just gorgeous. I love that it is a like burgundy color, because a lot of my dark berry lipsticks like this, or wine lipsticks, pull like they're more of a red undertone, where this one is more purple undertone. So I just love the formula of this. I love the packaging. I definitely think that it is worth it. I was into false lashes this month. So the red cherry lashes in the style Stevie, these are just so pretty when you want a really nice like cat eye effect, like here on the outer corner. And they are so affordable on Amazon. I bought a pack of 6 of these a while ago, and I can't exactly remember how much they were, but I just remember it was pretty affordable for a pack of 6. And then another pair of false lashes that I've just really been into are the Ardell Demi Wispies. These are just really pretty lashes to wear day to day that, you know, they make your lashes look full and give you a cat eye effect, but they don't look too over the top. Where the Stevie ones could look a little, you know, over the top, these look more natural. The Benefit Brow Contour Pro, I picked this up whenever I was at IMAT in Toronto, and I've really been enjoying it. Like, I don't have to fill in my brows a whole lot because my eyebrows are microbladed, but I've just been using the deeper shade to just kind of fill in just a few little gaps over here and to just give my brows a little bit more definition. I haven't really been using a lot of the other shades in this pen, so I feel like I'll probably run out of that deeper shade and then, you know, but this is in the light blonde, so I need to use some of the other colors in this pen so it'll run out like around the same time. And then to set my brows in place, I've been using my Benefit Gimme Brow. I'm like just about out of this. Like, I keep using it, but it's getting pretty low, so I need to order another one of these. A new mascara that I fell in love with is this CoverGirl Flourish by Lash Blast, and I think I told you guys this in a Get Ready With Me or one of my makeup tutorials that I was so surprised that I fell in love with this, because I told you guys that I did not like this mascara, that didn't do anything for my lashes. But since I've been using the Grande Lash MD and my lashes have gotten so long, I feel like my mascara tastes are kind of changing a little bit, and I really like this mascara because it is very separating, but at the same time it gives your lashes a lot of length and definition. So if you have longer lashes, I think you would really like this mascara, so give it a try. It's like a drier type of formula. If you have really short stubby lashes, you probably won't like this, because before I started using the Grande Lash MD, that's how my lashes were, and I did not like this. So, but yeah, new mascara. It's like a new holy grail mascara. Like, this is right up there with my Maybelline Lash Sensational, which I still love this mascara even though my lashes are longer. So that mascara taste has not changed. With eyeshadow palettes, I had so many favorite eyeshadow palettes this month. And before I talk about those, I still have been loving my Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. Does a great job of keeping my eyeshadows lasting all day long and keeping them vibrant without creasing. It's like when I find a good eyeshadow primer, like, I just continue to use it until I use it up, or unless it starts irritating my eyelids or something. So, but yeah, the Rimmel Crimson palette and the Spice palette, if I could hold these. I just used these so much this month. I love these colors for this time of year, for fall. They are so beautiful. I did my eyeshadow with this palette today, and I'm posting a 3 looks 1 palette with this. So if I have that video up, I'll link it down below. I did a video on comparing these 2 palettes together to see if they were dupes, and they are not exact dupes. I mean, there's colors in these palettes that are kind of similar. So if you want to see that video to see which colors are similar, I'll link it down below. But I've just been loving this and the Rimmel Crimson palette. I just love these type of colors. And with the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette, I really like this because not only can you create some really pretty, like, dramatic, colorful looks with it, you can also create wearable everyday looks with this. And I wore this a lot to work this past month. I would use this color in my crease. I feel like I have lipstick all over me. I would put this one in my outer V, Privacy, and then I would put Turn On all over the lid. I actually did a tutorial on that look, It was a get ready with me, so I'll also link that video down below. But if you've been on the fence about this palette, I do recommend it, especially if you love Urban Decay eyeshadows, and if you collect Urban Decay eyeshadows, it's definitely one to add to your collection. I started using the Crimson palette whenever I got the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. I actually think the shimmers in the Crimson palette are slightly a little bit more pigmented than in the Urban Decay palette. The mattes, however, they're not quite as easy to work with as it is in the Urban Decay palette. But I mean, I just love both of these. I just think they're so pretty. And then kind of along with the Spice palette, the Milani Pure Passion, like these kind of go hand in hand. Like they kind of have some similar colors in them, but I love both. I think, however, if I had to pick one over the other, I think I would pick this one just because I feel like the colors are a little bit more different, where I feel like some of the shades, especially like the reds, are all kind of similar. But I still love both and I recommend both palettes. Like they're both super easy to blend out and work with, very pigmented, just beautiful shades. If I didn't want to wear a lot of color, or if I didn't want to do a warm eyeshadow look, I reached for my Milani Soft and Sultry palette, and this is just a beautiful everyday eyeshadow palette. A lot of times I'll just use one of these colors in my crease, and I'll usually use this one on the lid, and this is like my brow bone highlight. It's just a beautiful palette. The only thing that could make this palette more perfect is if they would take the highlight shade out of their Brow Fix kit. If they would have replaced this shade with this, it would be perfect. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I've been enjoying the Flower Beauty Warrior Glitter Shadow in Balm. This color is gorgeous. It's just a beautiful yellow gold glitter shadow. It doesn't look crepey on your eyelids. It doesn't crease. It doesn't, like, the glitters stay put all day, like they don't fall on your face. I love the applicator on this. I like how it's pointed, so you can just directly apply it to your lid. You don't have to use a brush to apply it, so love that. Of course, I've still been loving my Physicians Formula Eye Booster pens, the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Highlighter. I fell in love with putting this on my waterline to brighten up my eye looks. So like today I used that on my waterline, and I saw Emily Noel do this in one of her tutorials, and I was like, oh, that's a really awesome way to use this pencil, because I used to only use it as like a brow bone highlight or like an inner corner highlight. So I tried it on the waterline and I just love that. I think this was in last month's favorites, I'm not real sure, but I've still been loving my Makeup Revolution highlighting palette. I'm wearing the white shade today. It's just so pretty. The Urban Decay Naked Cherry Highlight and Blush Palette. I was actually pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoy this palette. And at first, I didn't think I liked this white kind of duochrome shade because it had a glittery, like a glitter on top of it, but that has worn off, and I really like the shade of this now. It's just so pretty and so unique. Just do a swatch of it there. I feel like my hand is just covered in weird lipstick swatches, but it has like this really pretty like pinky red shift to it. And then this other color is just like a natural highlight, and it doesn't look too intense or anything. It doesn't show texture. It's really pretty. And then I love this blush color. It's just a beautiful cherry red, and I don't have a blush color like that in my collection, so really been enjoying this, and I love the packaging on that. The Milani Floral Fantasy little palette thing, I started using this again over the month. I just think this pairs really nice with a lot of those warm tone eyeshadow palettes, and I love every single color in this palette. This one I have to use kind of a light hand because it's a little darker, but it's just a beautiful fall palette. I just think it's so pretty. So if you can get your hands on this palette, I do highly recommend it. I think really the only place you can get it at now is just on Milani's website. So that's what those colors look like there. I know like the last two look kind of similar. I mean, they're all kind of in the same family, but they all look slightly different on your cheeks. And then this e.l.f. contour palette. You guys know that I love this, but I fell back in love with this after I did that video with Leslie, with Lip Gloss Leslie, on our Holy Grail makeup products under $10. I was talking about this in that video, and then it was like ever since I had talked about it, I just used it all the time. I think I'm gonna have to buy another one just because I'm almost out of this. This is getting really low, and the packaging just like broke on it the other day. Of course, I've still been loving my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, but I started using my Makeup Forever HD foundation. Like, I rarely talk about this foundation on my channel, and it's not because I don't want to, but for the longest time, I just had this foundation over at Josh's apartment, and then, you know, he moved in with me. Like, I just stuck it in my makeup drawers, and I just didn't use it anymore. And so, yeah, I started using this again, and I forgot how much I really like this foundation. Now, this foundation is a very lightweight foundation, like a very light coverage. It's a good everyday foundation. It's very undetectable, and it looks like you're not even wearing foundation. But at the same time, it does cover like any discoloration. If you had really bad acne, I don't think it would cover that. I've been loving my same setting products. For concealers, I've been using my Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer. You guys know how I feel about that concealer. And then the First Aid Beauty Eye Duty Triple Remedy. I have been loving this on days when I have dark under eye circles and I need to color correct. This is one of those salmon toned concealers. I use this mainly for color correcting, so I'll put it down first, blend it out, and then I'll go on top of it with whatever concealer I'm using. And this color corrector, it's not heavy, it's thin and lightweight, so it doesn't cake up with your concealer, and it has great ingredients in it, so been loving that. And then some primers that I wanted to mention that I haven't talked about, and well, I have mentioned this one in a favorites video, but it has been so long ago. With the Maybelline Baby Skin, I like to just press this into larger pores, so like here around my mouth, like where I have some acne scarring, and like right in this area where my pores are larger. And I do feel like it does help to make your pores look a little less visible. I mean, it's not going to make them completely go away or anything like that. I mean, you're still going to be able to see your pores when you get up close to your face, but it does just help to fill them in a little bit and make them less noticeable. Then the VDL Lumi Layer Primer. I've been loving to use this just like I would my, you know, Wet n Wild Dewy Primer on days when I want my foundation to look a little bit more luminous. This has really nice ingredients in it. It gives your foundation like a slight luminosity, makes your skin feel so nice and hydrated. Just blend it on my hand so you can see what it looks like. And it has like blue-red pigments in it, so it kind of neutralizes redness. I don't know if you can just see how pretty that is. And it smells really nice too. Skincare favorites, they're just the same as they have been for the past like probably 6 months. My First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer and my Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Essence. I use this stuff every single morning. And then of course at night I've been using my Ultra Repair Cream. And I meant to grab the eye cream, but one of you guys recommended, or it was actually I think a couple of you all recommended the CeraVe eye cream, and I purchased that, and I have been loving that as an under eye cream. So that is my favorite under eye cream of the month. It's in the bathroom, so I didn't want to go get it. Let me know down in the comments what some of your favorites were. And Pepper's trying to get up here on the desk. I hope that you guys have a great month of November, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.